Hello. So as you can probably tell, my hair is black. I know the last hair dye video I made, I was like, yeah, I'm happy with this, I'm done. Well, I wasn't done. Actually, after that, I dyed it again with that same color, the Olia 3.0 darkest brown, when I went home because it still wasn't dark enough for me and I wanted it to be darker. And then I was like, yeah, I like this. This is great. But then I was like, ooh, what if I had black hair? Because when I go dark, I just want to keep going darker and darker and darker. When I change my hair, I want it to be like extreme. Like, I don't want it to be like slightly different. Like, that drives me crazy. Like, when I want to change, like, I want to change it. And I am so impulsive with my hair. Like, if I want to cut it, I'll cut it that day. If I want bangs, I'll cut them that day. And it's not always good. Like, I'm constantly growing out bangs. I'm growing out bangs right now, actually. Anyway, I'm very impulsive with my hair. So I got black box dye and I dyed it. And I actually really love it. So I think I'm gonna have this for a while. Not that I can turn it into anything else since it's the darkest it can get. So, but I really love it, so no worries. This actually isn't the first time I've had black hair. I dyed my hair black a couple weeks before I went to college, so like before my freshman year. And when I dyed it then, it was like sapphire black, so it was like kind of a bluish black, and it actually looked pretty blue, like in the light. So, but this is just like black, which I really love. And oh, I also dyed my eyebrows black the night before I dyed my hair black, so I looked kind of crazy for one day, but it's okay. Guess we're all good now. But yeah, that's my hair update. I know you were dying to know. Now for my paranormal experience. Oh, where's my ring? Okay, my paranormal experience. So yesterday, I was just sitting at my desk in the evening. It wasn't dark yet. And I was just watching YouTube, minding my own business, you know. And all of a sudden, I hear like a switch and all my lights go out. And okay, let me explain. So all my lights are connected to one power strip, like my fairy lights, my lamp that's sitting right there, you can't see it. But it's all connected to one power strip right next to my dresser, in between the wall and my dresser. And when I come in, I turn it on and off, and that's how I turn on and off my lights. So I heard that switch on the power strip and all my lights went out, and I was like, how did that just turn itself off? Because like you have to like switch it, like you have to press it. I was like, that's so weird. So I like came over and I was like, okay, that was really weird, but it was probably just like teetering in the middle or something and just like switched off. So I switched it back on and I went back and sat at my desk, and then I got up and I was like standing at my dresser. I was standing right here and the power strip is literally right there on the floor, and it happened again right next to me. It was so creepy. I was like, oh my god, there's a ghost. So I was like texting my roommates. I was like, oh my god, like my lights keep switching off by themselves. And so I was like, okay, there has to be something with the power strip. So I like knelt down and I looked at it, and there were like two cords covering the switch like on the off side. So I was like, okay, maybe they were just pressing it down and like turning it off, which couldn't have, like, that still doesn't make any sense. So I like moved the cords and I was like, nothing was on the switch, nothing was touching it. And I was like, okay, like it's not gonna happen again. I just solved the problem. I did not. And then it happened again and I was like, okay, what is going on? So I like turned them back on, moved it around a little bit, took the plug and I plugged it into the other like socket. I was like, as if that's gonna do anything, like it didn't. And then it was good for a while. It was like, I'd say for like maybe an hour, I don't know. I was just sitting at my desk, and by now it's dark outside, so I was sitting there and I had my candle burning and they switched off again. And so all that was left was like, it was pitch black and my candle was burning in it. So that was super creepy. And after that I was like, okay, I'm getting out of here. Like, I took my laptop and I went in the living room. And I was just sitting out there for a while because I was not about to stay in here with the ghost. So then I went to dinner. I met my roommate for dinner. And then we came home and I turned my lights on and it didn't happen again. And that was last night, so it hasn't happened since, but it was super creepy. So that's my paranormal experience. And when I was leaving for dinner, I walk outside and I see the full moon and I was like, that explains it. Because when there's a full moon, all this bad stuff happens to me and my friends because like we're witches, you know? But like we all usually, like in high school, we'd all get like sick around that time, or like bad things would happen around that time, like the full moon. And so when I walked outside, I just knew. I just blame everything on the full moon, you know? I didn't even have to like look up if it was a full moon. Like, it was very bright and very full, and I was like, makes so much sense. So yeah, right now I'm just choosing to blame it on the full moon. So anyway, that's my paranormal experience. I don't know what's going on. If you know what's going on, let me know, because if your power strip has done this too, I don't know what's happening. Like, is there a ghost, or do power strips just switch themselves off? Because you have to apply like some force to like switch it off. Like it's not easily switched. And this has never happened before, by the way. It's never happened before. I've never had a problem with this power strip. So thanks for listening to my scary story time. Also, this is just in time for Halloween. How cute is that? Love that. Okay. Bye.